Hi, Scorpio. Welcome back. Welcome in. Thank you all so much for being here. This is going to be an energy update for you, specifically the Scorpio collective. All placements, no matter where it's at in your chart, does not matter. Before we jump all the way into the reading, we're going to be using our singing bowl to clear any lingering energy that needs to be cleared, help transmute it into usable energy, positive, uplifting energy, motivational, all of those things. We're also going to be using it to... Is my mic on? I swear to God. Okay. We're also going to be using it to connect to each other as a collective, and then as a collective directly to spirit, so we can get a really nice, beautiful message for you guys. If you would like to use this time to call on any specific guides, deities, archangels, any beings of light you would like to be present for this reading, please feel free to do so now. The more, the merrier. All right, guys, let's get into it. Scorpio. Let's see. Spirit, speak to me and through me to the Scorpio collective. Good gracious. Right out of the gate, we have the Fool and the Ace of Cups. There is a handful of you that this is going to be relevant for, but this came out slightly in reverse. That could indicate, or all the way in reverse, I already can't remember, but that could indicate that you're having trouble expanding your family, getting pregnant, fertility, things like that. You could feel like a fool in a situation of love. Maybe you put your all into something and it was not reciprocated towards you, or back to you, I suppose. You put a lot of energy and time into something that just didn't pan out. For the majority of you, though, this is you getting pregnant. This is you showing the universe that you trust in it, that you ask yourself that rhetorical question all the time. If I was, it shouldn't be rhetorical, you should be answering it. If I knew I was completely 100% supported, I could not fail in whatever I wanted to do, what would I do? When you answer that question and trust that the universe actually has your back, beautiful things happen. Beautiful things happen, especially if it comes to love and reciprocating love. Reciprocal love. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay. This is actually your card, so that doesn't bother me at all. Huge transitions, though. We have the Fool and the Death card coming out together right underneath each other. We have two Cup cards, Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups, literally the most loving, nurturing, fulfilling, soft, feminine energies in the entire zodiac. So if you are looking to become a literal mother, the Queen of Cups is the archetype of the mother. Cancer is a water sign, right? This is the queen of the water signs. Queen of emotions. She is very, very emotionally astute, present, aware. There is a huge collective of you that is going to be, you are either finding out that you're pregnant this spring, like this transition period, or you're going to start trying and it happens really fast. You could have been trying for a really long time, but this is something that you're very, very focused on. And if that is just love in general, this could be a self-love journey. Maybe you're pouring into your focus, your intention, your attention is going to yourself. Inward, loving yourself, worshiping yourself, even. That was the collective. That's the collective energy for you guys. No matter what stage, no matter what phase, no matter what the goal is, the outcome that you're desiring, unconditional love and worship for yourself is where everything else is going to blossom from and stem from. I feel like this is a really beautiful period of time for you. There's a lot of new coming in. There is a lot of acknowledgement going into maybe your behaviors, your patterns. Maybe you were wishing for something that you weren't truly ready for. And now you're acknowledging that, okay, I wasn't actually ready for this specific thing. And that is clear to me because now I'm like, this is the actual dream. And when you identify that and when you stop focusing, it could be like focusing on something that you've been told that you're supposed to want, or you want because there's someone else involved, if that makes sense. But as soon as you detach from that and focus on yourself and what you truly want and desire and crave and deserve, the world is literally in your hands. Huge, huge, huge transitions right now. Primal and Sun God are your two cards that came out in Bonfire. Masculine energy, very masculine energy here to offset this feminine. If you are looking for a partner, this is looking really good. It could be a Leo. I'm getting specifically a Leo person, someone who is from maybe a different background than you. What were these? Why do these look like they were upside down? We're gonna take them though, because why not? Good news coming your way. Again, huge changes, Scorpio. Oh my gosh. Okay. We got ear, good news, bread, period of prosperity and abundance, basket, recognition, reward for merit, success. And then we got this vulture card, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. I feel like this is what you're being called to detach from, take your focus from, and put it into yourself. Don't worry what anyone else is doing. If they are planning things to work against you, if they are hating on you, if they are talking shit, gossiping, any and all of those things, it does not matter. What other people are doing around you doesn't matter. You're focused on yourself. You're refocusing on yourself, and it brings about incredible success and happiness and abundance and prosperity, recognition. Yes, okay. I love this for you guys, especially if it's like, I don't know, if it's a pregnancy. I feel like, I don't know, it obviously, if that's something that you've wanted for a really long time, getting word news, good news that you are pregnant could be like literally the most amazing, life-changing news ever. That's what I'm getting. Really, really, really huge shifts this spring. We're going to read about Primal and Sun God in just a second. We're going to get a few, oh my God, we're going to get a few more cards is what I was going to say, but here they are. Okay. Clover and Bear. Again, if you are someone who is in a position, in a stage where you're looking for a partner, there is a partner coming in for you. It is someone who loves you deeply, dearly, is very fiercely protective of you and your family that you are building, that you're growing. They are your family. If you haven't met them yet and you are open to that, they are coming into your life very, very soon. Very solid foundation, very solid foundation. Again, we have reiterating that, we have the Tower. This is not like the Tower in the tarot deck. It is not about the tower crumbling. This is the tower that you build after that the Tower in the tarot happens. This is the tower that is built after. Wow. That is built after. Very solid foundation, firm foundation. It is rooted. It is growing beautifully. It is stable. It is abundant. It is bright. It is light. It is airy. Luck is on your side here too with the clover. We do have clouds, which could indicate some conflict, and we have also the Five of Swords here, which is pointing to internal conflict specifically. So practice speaking kindly to yourself, worshiping yourself, focus on yourself. Put all of your loving, positive, beautiful energy that you are longing to experience from someone else, put that into yourself, and you will be so amazed at what flourishes and comes before you. I'm also getting someone with red hair. You could have red hair, your partner that is coming in for you, or your partner that you are already with could have red hair. Any shade, but specifically I'm getting like a really deep copper red. We have the fox here, and we also have this bear. This child here has red hair. This is giving like a red strawberry blonde, and then fox, obviously they are red. They're actually, I'm not even going to say that because it doesn't matter. It does not matter. That's not what we're focusing on. You focus on your home, expanding it as you want to, what that looks like, what that feels like. Okay, primal, acceptance. There is a primal force flowing through each of us. You feel it when your tummy rumbles and you feel the urge to eat, or when sexual desires overcome you while sharing a kiss with your beloved. These urges guide you to seek shelter when it rains, to cover up when you are cold, and to run when you are afraid. While these urges are seen as a necessity for survival, other urges such as honoring your wild, uninhibited self and raw nature are not always welcome in modern society. However, they are equally essential to living. The primal card is here to challenge you to let go of what you think you're supposed to be so you can become who you really are. If you have felt confused, stagnant, or lacking in motivation, or have a general sense you are going nowhere, it may be because you are trying to follow a path that isn't truly meant for you. Consider whether you're living to please others, doing what is accepted of you rather than what brings you joy and fulfillment. Alternatively, if you find that you are in alignment with your current goals, consider whether you have been trying to emulate others rather than expressing your true self. You may have similar goals to another person, but you do not have to go about achieving them in the same ways. Trust that who you are is more than enough without having to change your core nature or adapt to fit in. Social detox. Social media is a powerful tool, but it can create anxieties and stress when you don't feel like you're where you want to be. If you are regularly comparing yourself to others, consider detoxing from all social media while you surrender to your true nature. Doing so will allow you to step into your own skin without social influence. And that's what we were talking about with this like external energy. It doesn't matter what people are doing around you. It doesn't matter what they even want you to do, what they want for you. What matters is what you want. What matters is what brings you fulfillment and joy and love. Focus on that. Nothing else. Card number 40, Sun God. Authority. Very masculine energy. Very masculine. The sun god is the ultimate the sun god is the ultimate expression of masculine energy. There you go. Representing structure, authority, respect, and status. This is a card of the leader and represents all of the qualities that make someone a force to be reckoned with. Your situation requires a strong hand and systematic approach. Golly, I don't like that word. The sun god does not allow his emotions to cloud his judgment, and neither should you. Communicate with clear logic and reason, and demonstrate your mastery and intellect. Any others involved in your situation will respect you for your ability to get right down to the heart of the matter. Additionally, this card reminds you that a leader rules with a strong hand but is not a tyrant. Be mindful of arrogance and allow others their moment in the sun. The sun god is at his best when he uses his strengths to bring out the best in others. But again, focus on yourself first. And then it lists some Beltane gods, because that's what deck this is. I don't have the Astera, I think is what happens at the spring equinox, which was yesterday. I believe Friday. No, today's Friday. But I think it was shit, it might be today. I don't know. Look it up. I don't know. Maybe I should look it up. But this is the Beltane, which is happening more towards like May 1st, I believe is when Beltane is. But I don't have the other one. This is the most spring-like deck I have. So with that, I will say focus on, if you have Leo anywhere in your chart, I would see where it's at, what house it's in, maybe focus on expanding that house, leaning into that, and expressing more of yourself in that nature, in that way. But the main takeaway for you guys at this time, pour into yourself, focus on yourself and growing, nurturing what makes you feel loved and supported and nurtured. And look forward to all the new things that are coming in. There's a huge shift, cycle, whatever, blossoming and blooming in your very near future. As we move through spring, more and more abundance is going to be coming in for you guys. I'm going to leave it at that. I love you all so very, very much. I will see you next time. Bye.